The other thing is our MD3s, which is the rev version of our MD2, which is basically our arbitrary triangle meshes. Our multi-part models are done with this. Unlike with Quake and Quake II, we did not use Alias for this. We did use 3ds Max. We export to an ASE file, and then from the ASE file, we import it into Q3 data. Q3 data is our own custom tool, which then munges everything, does all the computations we need, puts it into MD3 format. We use a really, really simple popping LOD scheme. We have 3 LODs. It's based on the projected sphere size, so it's fairly naive, simple implementation. There's no noticeable artifacts with it. I mean, the big problem is that most people say you can see popping, but if you set it far enough away, you don't actually see the popping. And even though that theoretically gets rid of a lot of the benefit, in practice it still helps out a huge amount. I mean, in a really intense deathmatch, something like 2/3 of our triangles can actually be from entities, not from the world. And we do have the ability to do an LOD bias. So if you're on a slower machine that doesn't handle the throughput that makes it run at the speed you want, you can actually crank back the bias and have everything in its simplest form running around, and that can save you a few thousand triangles per scene. And on the flip side, if you have a real fast machine, you can crank the LOD bias the other way and have everything super detailed all the time. Now, obviously, there are character technologies that people have talked about that are just like way cooler, the morphing, skinning, bones, things like that. And so the question comes up is like, why didn't we do that? And basically, this was what we felt was appropriate for this generation for us. We chose to innovate in other areas. This was sort of the 80-20 solution, so we went ahead with this. Our next generation will probably be something a lot more fancy.